Okay, April 3rd, 9 o'clock. We're going to go over today's upgrades and downgrades here, pre-market for session. I'm going to start off with Acuity Brands. Acuity Brands, topping the upgrade list. I'm going to take a quick look here at the daily picture. And as you see here, the stocks are looking really good here in the last 4 or 5 sessions, coming off that low right around 127 area. Having a big jump up to 137.75. It was up yesterday almost $4.50, 3%. But back above that 50-day moving average, a lot of good, strong volume coming in behind it. So this stock is definitely on the move to the upside, clearing out those levels. Very positive, very bullish for Acuity Brands.
AYI receiving an upgrade from the analysts at Canaccord Genuity. It raised the target price also in the stock, Tom, to 172 from 128. This is after the company, reported improved fiscal second quarter earnings and revenue. It also is saying that Acuity Brands has a very fast growing earnings power to be looking at. So.
Okay, very good. So, nice looking pattern going on here on the daily with nice volume coming in behind it. Very bullish for Acuity. Moving on. Getting into limited partnership, Enbridge Energy Partners, oil and gas limited partnership. Not really a lot to say here on the daily other than we do have like a little double bottom formation here over the last month and a half. She's getting up off the basement, off that 2650 level, right now at 2774, testing that 50-day moving average and at the high end of the Bollinger Band. So I'd be a little cautious right here for this limited partnership.
Credit Suisse analyst John Edwards saying in a note put out by the investment bank today, he's upgrading the rating on Enbridge Energy Partners from neutral to outperform. He's also raising the price target by a whole dollar from 32 rather to $33. He's saying that this company affirmed its previous guidance on its distribution growth of 2 to 5%, and he also said net funding requirements of $3.6 billion. With a net equity of $0.6 billion. That was expected, but he said that the plans unveiled by management in drop-downs post-build-out beginning in 2016 and 2017 look good, so he's looking down the road here in the next couple of years.
Okay, moving on to the next one, we got Eli Lilly, big drug manufacturer. Having a good look here on the daily pattern, bouncing off that 50-day moving average, slightly higher above it, but coming off that level there at 57, 59.15, looking like she wants to go test those levels set back about a week ago, 2 weeks ago when she hit a high right around that $60 level. So we're about $1 shy from there. Eli Lilly making a bounce off some key levels there to the upside.
Yeah, so it looks like Eli Lilly getting an upgrade by the analysts at Cowen. I don't have a price target for you, but yes, a couple of weeks ago, too, Eli Lilly did get some good news from it looks like a federal judge upholding its patent. So that was some good news out at the end of March for one of its cancer treatments. And they were challenged by generic makers, but it looks like they won out on that case.
Okay, next on the list, Big Ag. We're looking at Monsanto. Looking at the daily pattern here, bouncing hard off that 50 at 111 that it hit about 4 sessions ago, and we're right now 114.42, and she looks like she wants to test the high. She actually cleared out all these levels for the last 2 weeks, but looking like she wants to go test those levels up around 117. And very strong volume here over the last 4 or 5 sessions, increasing volume, pushing it to the upside as she goes to test those highs. Monsanto.
Yeah, Monsanto came out yesterday, killing it on the second quarter EPS earnings report there, beating estimates. It did seem to come closer to sales expectations, and already, we saw yesterday that nice move ahead of the market open. So again, upbeat second quarter earnings for this company. And also, I was looking at an article in the Wall Street Journal on Monsanto, Tom, and it said that analysts were expecting that company to have its best earnings report. And over the years, this has been traditionally the quarter that it does the best, where it comes out with a good report. But it seems like still a lot of shareholders, according to this article I'm looking at by Spencer Jacob, still hungry for this stock price to go higher and reflects, what an improving business and the growth of this company. They think that that a lot of investors are disappointed because the company's share price isn't, meeting how well it really is performing in terms of demand. So
Yeah, I was trading it a few months back.
I remember.
I wish they could have done it a month sooner. Anyway, so that's Monsanto. Moving on to the next one, Open Table. Open Table right now, showing a lot of pressure here on the daily pattern, as you see, rolling over from that $84, $85 level, coming down almost 10% right now, trading 77.03 at yesterday's close. No volume really here to speak of, but getting an upgrade.
The Citigroup upgrading Open Table to buy, raising the price target to $90, and again, Open Table reviews restaurants and has a lot of information on restaurants. So, see a lot of interest picking up in this.
Okay, so that's our upgrade list. Let's move on to the downgrades. First on the list is going to be the big Citigroup. As you see here on the daily pattern here, about a week ago, she gapped down almost $4 or $5. They're back on, looks like, Tuesday, Wednesday last week. Came to the low end of that Bollinger Band, bounced off it for the last 3 days, and about average volume here, bringing it back up to this level, getting about mid-range on the Bollinger. Tough pattern to call here. All I can really say is if you gotta draw a little band right here, we are coming off the low end of the trading channel, so it could be a good opportunity here moving to the upside on Citigroup.
Yeah, Stern AG downgrading Citigroup this morning to neutral and cutting the price target as well. And of course, we know Citi kind of got roughed up a bit too yesterday with headlines about fraud and some of the loans that it gave out in Mexico, which does, account for a big business for its loans, actually, bigger than I even knew after I researched this. So, Citigroup not getting some nice headlines and what's going on with frauds and loans.
All right, next on the list is Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank actually had a good day yesterday, actually last 3-4 sessions. Same thing on this pattern, kind of similar to that Citibank pattern where you see it's coming off that low here over the last 2 weeks, right around that $43 level. Right now trading 46.03, looking like she wants to go touch that 50-day moving average right around 47.19. But got a long ways to go to get back to the highs of 54 set back in the middle of January. Earlier this year, but Deutsche Bank on the move to the upside over the last 3-4 sessions.
Yeah, Deutsche Bank getting downgraded by competitor JP Morgan, cutting it to neutral, and I'm trying to see the reason why I don't have that for you right now.
That's all right. Not a lot there to show.
And then your European stock's not feeling too nice right now after the ECB's comments, but I guess we'll get into that in the drill.
Okay, very good. Next on the list, Vivus, biotech play. Vivus is a stock that was just getting torn apart on the daily pattern here for the last 3-4 months, coming down from the $10 level, cutting price in half down to 5.5. Then over the last 4, 5, 6 sessions, she's been creeping up off the basement here. Right now trading at 618. Not a lot of big volume behind it, but downgrade coming in off as it's trading down off this higher end of the Bollinger Band.
Yeah, it looks like healthcare stocks getting wrecked a bit here by the analyst at Piper Jaffray, and looks like they're getting a downgrade to underweight from neutral. Also, the firm slashing the price target on the stock to $3 from $8 a share. That's almost a 50%, to the downside there cut.
Nice play there. Okay, Liquid, Cheniere Energy, LNG. Oil and gas driller exploration company, actually looking really good here on the daily pattern here over the last 2-3 weeks, shooting up from the $50 level up to $57.67, reaching into new high territory for the year, taking out all the highs for the year and since last year. So we're definitely at a 52-week high here on LNG with a nice strong volume pattern coming in behind it as it's pushing to the upside as well.
Yeah, Credit Suisse downgrading Cheniere Energy, and also at the same time, it cut it to neutral, but raising the price target to $65. Looks like Credit Suisse analyst Abraham Rajendran downgrading the rating on the stock from outperforming neutral, and he raised the price target by $15 to $65. In this note that he put out, from the firm, He said that it is up over 35% over the last 2 months, but with this move, he says that we believe a lot of the positives over the near term, looking ahead to the Monday Analyst Day, are decently priced in. So
Analyst looking to be a trader. Okay, CSX next on the list. Transportate Rail Company. Here we go on this daily pattern. This one really got rocked here at the beginning of the year. Gap down from the 29.50 level all the way down to 26. Found its bottom there at the end of January, early February, then slowly crept higher ever since. And now we're getting close to testing highs for the year at 29.22. Up the last 3 or 4 sessions, pretty decent volume. So at the high end of the range on the downgrade list.
it looks like Barclays downgrading CSX Corporation equal weight, and they lowered the price target to $30. Looking for a reason here.
It's all right. No big deal. Testing the highs, though. CSX testing the highs for the year. Next on the list is BBT Corp Banking, Mid-Atlantic Bank. This has had a good daily pattern going on. Held that 50-day moving average there about the February-March period, and then just slowly crept higher ever since, going to looks like she wants to test the year highs at 40.71, set about 5 days ago. Nice volume coming in behind that over the last 2 weeks as well. Everything looking good on the daily pattern to the upside here on BBT.
BBT getting downgraded by Raymond James to outperform. Still, though, the firm maintaining a price target of $44. And you were talking about what happened with BBT a few days ago. They did acquire Woodbury and Company, and it seemed like that was a positive move for them, and that was on March 27th.
All right, very good. Moving on now to the next one. Second to last on the list is CF Industries, fertilizer company. Probably on the heels of those Monsanto news, all the ag plays pushing to the upside. But here in the last 4 or 5 trading sessions, you see you're going to test the high right now at 265.44.
Expensive stock.
Yeah, expensive stock. Testing that high set back about 2.5, 3 weeks ago. So we're at the high end of the range, looking like she probably wants to break out. Got good volume coming in behind it, but the downgrade obviously not helping. We had a down day yesterday, down about 0.3%.
Is Citigroup downgrading CF Industry Holdings to neutral, still maintaining their price target, the analysts there, of $267. And, earlier in March, on March 17th, we got headlines out that the Mosaic company had completed the acquisition of CF Industries' phosphate business. So, part of that business gone.
Okay. Good looking daily pattern though on that stock. And then last on the list, a little small cap player, Orion Energy Systems. This one had a nice spike yesterday right at the close. This one creeping higher for the last 3-4 weeks to the upside, almost a 45-degree angle, testing those high end, the high that was set back in mid-January around $8. So right now at $7.39, we're about 60 cents shy of hitting all-time highs for Orion Energy Systems.
Yeah, it looks like this is the Diversified Electronics tech stock, and trying to see who gave it the rating today. Oh, now it just came in. It looks like Ascendant Capital downgrading Orion Energy Systems to a hold. At the same time, though, Orion. No, looks like no. That's it. That's it. That's the only one.
Yeah, that's who it was. All right, so that's
Ascendiant.
our upgrades and downgrades for today, April 3rd. I'll be back in just a few minutes with our earnings look.